Representing sponsors, Garrett Advancing Motions and Fuel Tech and Bullet and PRP and Oceania and McKern and Every Trade and EMAE, Speedflow, Bosch, Mainline and Castrol, Shannon's of course. Street Compact final coming up here now. Here we go, Street Compact, first one out. Street Compact. And here it is, Zach Anderson and Michael Osborne, the first final.
So we got Michael Osborne dialing in at a 10.15. Zach Anderson, the sire of the pair, with a 12.30. So he'll head out, Chris, and Michael Osborne will try and track him down in that Tuner Racing Hilux. Both of these cars have been consistent, and it's a pretty worthy final here, Chris. We've Mark and I have been calling these guys for the last 2 days. So Osborne or Anderson. Oh, Zach gets out with a 102, but a 0.48 for Osborne. Here comes the Tuner Racing Hilux. Will Anderson be able to hold out the fast-charging Hilux? I'm not too sure he can. He's on the brakes. Oh, too quick is Anderson. Too quick is Zach with a 12.29. A flies far too quick, mate. And a 10.29 and a 10.15. Michael Osborne, you will be our winner here in Street Compact in the Tuner Racing Hilux. Well done, young bloke.
91,000's at the stripe, and he couldn't slow it down. 12.29 and a 12.30. That reaction by Osborne was enough to just make him squeeze, and Zachary had the pucker, and guess what? 3,000 you missed by, son.
You ready for this? Zach's first Jamboree. Gets a runner-up. Well done, mate. Well done.
There we go. Well, that's the first one, PRP Street Compact. We're now into J275, brought to us by Earth Moving, Mobile Auto Electrical and Air Conditioning.
Big skid there from Farrelly. Lands down just in the water box, just about to come out. The Wags lights him up.
All right, there we go. Which way do you want to go? Barra or 2J, Wagon or Sedan, Farrelly or Lansdowne. We are going all six banger Bump City here for the J275 final. Mid 7 second potential both sides, 190 mile an hour side by side. I would love to see. May the best man win out of you two. Danny Lansdowne or Steve Farrelly in EMAE. Thank you, Stewie Walsh. J275.
How do you see it, Chris? Do you want to choose something or not, mate? You're not game? I'm not game.
I just want sanity to prevail here. I want both boys to find the beams, and I need a clean bump for both.
Sanity prevailing. Let's hope for that then.
Bump City! Oh, Danny! Danny knows! Danny knows that he's going to whack down a 7.45. Farrelly goes 7.88, 192, 198 for the wagon, nearly 200 out of the wagon. He sent it. Danny goes 0.43 off the button.
That is how you win.
Oh, absolutely.
How was that? Just shot out like a bullet out of a gun. That was impressive there from Danny. Nice work.
Just gone. Danny was ready.
Didn't.
Gone.
No hesitation. Chris.
That was crazy.
No hesitation. It was on.
All right, J315 final. The Benz against the EH. So no big burnout for Reese this one. They split the radiator last run, so no water.
Just enough to heat the tyres.
Yes, even though, like, we're looking back, we're going to have to look back at the video review and have a look at the skid. I think Reese did enough there in that run to get our attention. So
it was definitely good.
We'll grind the gears here a little bit and just see whether it was enough. There was some intensity that we saw that might just have got our other guy over the line there. That intensity. And the crowd.
Solid smoke.
And the crowd's reaction. Yeah, the crowd's reaction.
So Carkeet and Hall. Heads up. J315.
Turbo versus blower. Who's going for the black belt? Who's going for the turbo? All right, Germany versus Australia.
I was just about to say, yes, it's a national competition now.
the finish line. Oh, it's the Benz. The Benz.
He had to drive around Reese, did Guy Hall, a 7:38 to a 7:69. Well done there to Reese, but I tell you what, Guy Hall, he got it close to the centre line, but geez, I tell you what, he pulled that back in. That was impressive.
That was a big run, both sides of the racetrack. 499 to 488 at half track, so the Benz was 0.11 quick at a half track, and then brings it home 738 at 198 mile an hour.
198 mile an hour. That Mercedes was never designed to go that fast, but I tell you what, they most certainly can go that fast.
It's got to be the world's fastest Mercedes-Benz 280. It's got to be. 1960s Mercedes, real steel, just like they like them. All right, that's another final done. Let's get into Street 289, brought to us by Speed Flow. And Chris Adams, CA18 powered Dado 1200. He's owned this car 20 plus years. Mohammed Salame, what can you say about the Hurstville Towing boys? On point for a small tyre car. Can't take him, can't underestimate him though, Chris Adams. He can get there and do it.
Well, he's been super consistent, but I tell you what, Mohammed has really just brought his A game in that Hurstville Towing Mazda, in that mighty little RX-7. So the Tech Path Dastons has got a mountain to climb, and the mountain is in the shape of a 13V turbocharged RX-7.
Just hang on, mate. We're just a little bit of eyeball here, and we're just seeing that there might be a little wisp or a streak of something that's just caught the attention. A little glisten. Looking for more. Again, the mops come out. Again, it's normally coated with thinners, so wherever it picks up, it kind of picks it up real quick and evaporates it. So we are just giving a little bit of a wisp and a little bit of a check.
All eyes are...
and again, there we go. I think they've...
officials saying, like, well, hang on. Yep, look, all good. Yep. Mr. Duffy said, yeah, that's all good. It's fine.
And when Duffy mops a floor, he mops a floor almost until there's a hole in the floor.
He's fairly aggressive.
He is.
He's aggressive with the mop.
Yeah, no, I won't let him do it at home.
No, is that
right? All right, so here we go. Speedflow Street 289, the baddest small tyre cars we've got on that 28.9. It's been a class we've had forever. It's always turns out to be an entertainer.
Most certainly.
Like, you know, honestly, one of the runs for me today, Carl Herbert.
Oh, Carl Herbert.
That sideways, like literally driving it, like driving it sideways, like kicking that thing out and driving it sideways was very cool. Because some of these things, when they spin them like that, you can still drive them a fair way. So he's got the nitrous on board, that very, very highly strung CA18 on board. It's a mid 8-second street car. However, Moe's been mid 7s with this car.
Yeah, this car has really been on the money. Those guys have worked hard.
Even if they
look the gear over there too.
Even if they throw in a percentage one here. Even if they throw in a percentage one, they've got to be careful.
Sharp looking crew, sharp looking car.
Yes.
Bought the whole package, the Hurstville Towing guys.
That's another one. Thank you for that one, Terry.
So let's have a look. Will Mohammed be able to put away the tiny little Datsun of Chris Adams?
Here we go, they're running out the deep end right now, 766, and the boys get the win. Street 289, Jambo win for Mohammed.
They're pretty excited, look at them. There is a lot of emotion. How good is that down there on the line? That is a beautiful thing to see, Chris. It's to see a crew that has worked hard and has got the goods at the end of Sunday night. How good is that, mate? How good does it feel for them?
One thing about the Hurstville Towing boys, they have never backed away from a drag race. Like they come here, anywhere they go to race this car. They don't go to test it. They'll test to race, but they don't race to test.
No, how good was that? Good to see all that emotion. I love it. We love a winner, but commiserations to Chris Adam. But you've had a great weekend, mate, and that car has always been super consistent. Love to see it. We sure didn't miss calling the awesome little tech path Datsun, but Mohammed, he got the win in the Hurstville Towing RX-7. So as we move on to modified 10.5, Josh Moore, Robert Cady. Oh, the CQ rotary just stopped mid in the water box, probably waiting for maybe Josh to come up.
All right. Great final here. Look, modified 10.5. Great category. Again, we've got these great smaller tyre categories. This one brought with my mainline. Both North Queensland. So from Townsville, Josh Moore. From Mackay, Rob Cady.
So the battle of the northern lads. How good is this? The Barra Ute, the 13B Turbo RX2. Cady, Moore. Oh, look, we're not too sure what's going on with Josh down there.
Problems here. The Barra just sitting there with the bonnet up. Barrett's here. It's sitting there with the bonnet up. That's not good. He can't even get it there under power. There we go. All right, unless... yeah, well, there we go. That's a sign. That's a sign.
Oh, he's coming straight in.
There's a sign here, boys.
Yeah, something's obviously amiss there, Chris.
Something's a bit off. But anyway, they're going to make the final here. Josh Moore. Rob Cady's gone into stage, Josh. Cady's just got to get it in now.
Would have been a good race too. They were both pretty close.
That's how close Josh Moore came to maybe taking a win there. Rob Cady puts on the win light and wins modified 10.5. Josh Moore, so close. Cady goes in, takes the ball. Here we are thinking, you know what, we've had all those gasped moments.
Yeah, and there it was.
Here we go. And
what is that about? Rob's just going to nudge through.
It never stops.
Cut a red light, and Josh is going to be saying, I've got a car that's not even running right, and I'm going to take it home. But he got the runner-up. How good was that, boys? I tell you what, you had to be there, Chris. Isn't that the way we talk about it? All weekend, Mark and I talked about it. You need to be there, and you need to be in that final because you never know what's going to happen. And that nearly was a boil over for the ages. But well done to Rob. He got the win. He'll be taking that beautiful Big J home to
I'm having conniptions over here.
You and I thought, well, this is a done thing. No,
goodness.
It's not. It's never done.
People say drag racing is boring. All they do is go down the track, right? Yeah. And go, well, they can't. Wait till they even stage the thing to start with. Look at this for a final in all motor. Now, this is great because it is piston versus rotor.
That's a classic. That's a battle
RX-7 versus Beetle.
And that is good. We got to love, because this is where Jamboree's origins come from, of course, back in the VW days, and that's what we love. So we got Ben Wilkinson in the Mazda RX-7, the Zilla Jet Boats RX-7, Nick Bence in the VW Mag Australia Beetle, and Nick, 11.55 dial in. He will be chasing down Ben Wilkinson in the RX-7 with an 11.98. We are in all motor. You'd think some of the quicker cars might have got there, Chris, but no. We got a couple of battlers here in the. Now, I don't want to be insulting here saying slower cars, but these guys are not the quicker in the field, and here they are, Ben and Nick in the final, and deservedly so.
They've had to race to get here.
Yep.
Is that even 20? It might even be a 20B on board this thing, Ben Wilkinson. It sounds like a 20B.
Yes, it most certainly is. Well, gets out with a 0.78 because Wilkinson. Side by side, RX-7 Beetle. Who's it going to be as they go through the stripe? It's on.
Whoa.
Battle is done and won. 11.55. On an 11.55. Nick Bence, take a bow in that Beetle. That is on the money. 12.03 on 11.98. You would think with a 0.78, that would get you a win any day of the week.
12 thousandths.
Nick Bence, 12 thousandths of a second.
12 10 thousandths. That's even more.
That's even more. That is insane.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
What a run.
0012.
Wilkinson, well done.
Is that 120 millionths of a second, million gazillionths of a second?
It's a lot.
And remember, that's a Beetle shifting gears and making it a thing of beauty. All right, the Euro class.
Haley Men's, Stuart Tweedale, 11.20 to a 13.90. Stu to chase. Haley to get out. Haley's out. A 109 off. 401 for Tweedale. You'd think that Stewart needs to make the most here. He'll pull up beside Haley and says, here, I'm coming through. Hold on to your hat. My golfer's coming. And Stu will get the win. Haley's gone quicker than she has all weekend. 13.83 under a 13.90, but an 11.41, an 11.20. Well done, Stuart. You will win Jamboree 2024. Well done in the Euro class.
Oh, here we go. Modified compact final. Modified compact brought to us by Bosch Motorsport. And this one, I'm torn here because I know both of these guys. And you know what? Nathan Peters, he's another guy like Disco Ding. You turn up and you race and you race and you race, but you'll also take the car out with the family and cruise in it.
He's got to cut the ponytail off if he wins tonight.
And
seriously, I don't think it'll happen.
And I've known Ross Pugliafito for years, a lovely bloke from Victoria, and this is a guy that knows how to drag race as well. All right, Ross. Okay, here we go. 8.58 dial in for Ross. He'll be chasing down the streetcar / show car. Barra-powered VC Valiant.
Well,
Nathan Peters, he knows how to win a race, Nath. He knows how to cut a light. Saw that first round this morning.
Chris, Nathan already has a J already from this weekend.
Is that right?
In the car show.
Is that right? So he's already got a J.
The Shannon Show and Shine. Mate, he's already got a J, and deservedly so. So now it is, will he be able to take out Ross? Will Nathan be able to take out Ross and get another J, or will Ross be able to get one on his mantelpiece going home to Devon Meadows in Victoria? Oh no!
Whoa, hang on a sec.
Not happy. But they both gone off the boil. It's a race for the end. It looks like the RX3 maybe.
Oh, Ross gets the win in a roll-off.
13, how's this? A 13.60 on an 8.58 will take the win over Nathan Peters, who still hasn't
got
through.
there.
It's the poor Valiant. But I hope it's all right because Nathan uses that thing every day of the week, mate. So
yeah, it's normal. Look, social media's been blowing up about it. I didn't want to do a minute silence for the family because obviously you need to talk to the family first, but I thought I'd just mention thoughts and prayers are going out to the Haig family. The community is absolutely shattered with the news of that last night, that two of our good friends and brothers have passed away in an accident. Yes, Sierra of the world, Dully. I tell you what. Okay, in the Pro Finals, this is the first one. Pro Turbo is Eddie Harwack and Jason Payne. Just the way we thought it was going to happen. Just the way these guys came out swinging in qualifying yesterday, matching nearly each other to the third decimal. And I thought, well, you know what? We looked at the rest of the field. We saw what was around, and we thought maybe that's going to be the final. May the best man win. And you know what? These guys have been great competitors. These things are sorted. They are locked and loaded. We're 3.2 litres of RB30 in the skyline. I think we're very similar with 2J for Eddie Harwack. So here's the final of Pro Turbo. And we do get to go to that beautiful city again with a couple of six bangers. Let's do it.
Jason Payne moving forward. Well, both drivers are in the lanes that they had in round 3 of racing.
Yeah, there we go. Paney for the win. A few North Queenslanders coming in. The Bundy boy. Got a bit of mail for the guys from Bundy.
Mate, it's even. I think it could literally come down to the whole shot. Who gets the better reaction time?
All right, boys. Here we go. Time to engage. Bump City. Oh, Eddie on the lead. Eddie Harwach absolutely sends it to a 52 with a 1. He's run 252 with the 1s today. 652 with the 1 twice today. Gates painting on the line, 108 in the 60, half track 428 at 174, did everything right, finishes off with a Billet J, 652 with a 220 mile an hour, while Jason Payne, something just went amiss, there was a pop or something. I remember something in the burnout did the same thing, so don't know what happened to the Skyline. A worthy runner-up, great final, gentlemen, but obviously everything has to click to be a dream run. They did it in qualifying yesterday, couldn't repeat it there.
Eddie, great pass from Eddie there. 041 on the tree as well. He was sharp on the tree. He had the whole shot and took it all the way to the finish line for a win. Jason Payne, he was right beside him to the 60-foot. That's when he encountered the issues that Chris was just touching on there. He was 110 to the 60-foot, a little bit down, but he was only 200s behind there. What a race there in Pro Turbo. Eddie Howick is your winner.
All right, we're whittling them down. We've got winners and runners up for J275, 315, Euro, Street 289, 105, All Motor, Street Compact and Modified Compact, but we still haven't got Pro Compact, Factory Extreme or Pro Mod. But right now, here is the final. And I thought, well, again, remember, he had boarded the last run, so Tatey was not going to make it anyway with the cracked extension housing. Doherty, I thought, might have been there. I did not expect the Ghost to come out of the corner like he has. And you've got to be careful of ghosts. They can be apparitions. They can be a cold, clammy feeling in a room.
What's going on there, mate? Getting pushed back here.
There could be a presence. There could be a curse. And maybe the curse has come. No, he started. Here comes the Ghost. Peter Rahayam.
Just another little twist in the storyline, mate.
Peter Rahayam getting told to be sent. Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We might have a wounded situation here.
We'll just see if he actually goes through the burnout procedure, Tony Grigich. Yeah, I think you might be on the money here, Chris. There's a lot of heavy breathing. Yeah, he's no burnout. He's going to go into stage.
Okay, so he just can't be rushing in here right now. Ghost, he's got to be he's definitely in limp mode. Now, I would imagine the pack crew, they would probably be alert to the situation, thinking, well, we've got no burnout from the Ghost. They might have already described to their opponent that, you know what, we're hurt, but we're going to get there. We're going to get to stage. So the Ghost has still got half a chance, considering what happened. Remember that other run we saw where Rod Cady was going to get the win, you would assume, until he took all the bulbs out, Nelly, and threw the win back over. So let's just see. Okay, here we go. McKern and Associates Pro Compact Final.
It's one of those situations where if you are wounded, you don't want your competitor to know. You try and wait until after they do the burnout.
It's a bit hard.
Get it straight in stage before they can tell their driver there could be issues. He's in full stage, Grigich. Rahayam now, he's got to get 7 seconds to get in. He's in. Peter Rahayam in Pro Compact is your winner. 7:61 for pack racing, 186 miles an hour. Pro Compact winner, Peter Rahayam. What an event for the team there. Tony Grigich will be your runner-up. Issues for the Makita Australia RX-8.
Yeah, well done. There we go. First time ever entered in Pro Compact. The kid, I think he said 22 years old, 23 years old. So he hasn't just dived in at age 18. He's cut his teeth. He's done his apprenticeship. He's now going to get a Billet J for his efforts. And, geez, a proud moment. Big time for the pack team. They're running everywhere. There's a million packies everywhere down there at the moment. Mum's proud. Congratulations to Karen. To Rocky, to all the family. You still got to get there at the end there, don't you, Mark? And they did. We could have a grudgie in here. I know we're pushing those things pretty hard, and you need every minute between rounds to get everything cool and back under control. But the longer I see just the one car here, the more I think Mr. Tarabay may not be joining us. We did ask for all finalists to the lanes. He was aware that they would be in the final. Frank Tarabay and Colin Wilshire, it was all worked out. Hold the phone. Here it comes. We are going to have that final, folks. Here it is. The Factory Extreme final. 4-banger versus 6-banger. As we said, one of the top 5 quickest 4-bangers in the world. I think Cole's in at 4th. And it is 4-cylinder door slammer season. A couple from Sweden last week were having a go. Our Canadian friends, who are the world's quickest, were having a little hit there as well. 384 to half track. So
yeah, that is quick.
So they're and I do believe they're the brunette brothers. I do believe they're still got and using one of the only 10-speed Liberties that's out there. So they tried a 7. I do believe there's a 10 around, and that they may be onto the 10-speed again. That's why 384 is a nice shot. That's a bit of preparation for them getting over to the United States from Canada to carve a few more imports up before the end of the year. We've got all those big events like World Cup final and everything, I think, to look forward to. And that's when the Brunette brothers come out of the ice-packed shed near Napierville Raceway and take that Ecotech powered beast to the States. And they know who the hell Captain Colin Wilshire is. They know exactly who he is. For ages they've been what they were watching, who was going to be coming after them when the Brunettes became the first 5-second 4-cylinder car in the world. Colin has not left any stone unturned in his quest to get a 5-second 4-cylinder pass. The conditions might lend itself to be all there for him if he wants, if you want to be so bold as to try. And they're going to try it one more time. Compound turbocharged 4G63 Turbo 2J, the mastermind / King Kong. And Cole, here we go. Factory Extreme final brought to us by Precision Turbo and Engine. Let's go. Hasn't that come a long way since Cletus has made it famous? I'm a little bit sick of the Americans. They've gone too far into everything. Yeah, let's go. Where are we going, mate? Where are we going? Let's go down under. That's where we should be going. How swoopy. What a reward. What a reward, folks. Look what we got here. These are world-class things. These are world-class things.
So I think it's all in the front half for Colin Wilshire. So if we're talking about that 5-second pass, I think they need this to 60-foot around 101 or quicker. Half track needs to be around 398 or quicker.
Yes.
Then watch out. Watch out.
Oh, geez, what do you do when you almost got to give the captain the burnout prize? He'd want to redistribute it. He wouldn't. Why, do you imagine if we did, right at the end we just go, oh, Colin, and you win the smoking award, by the way.
It's in the top 5 of the day.
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely, absolutely. He lit that thing up. Now, geez, all is in readiness here. You know what, 2 gentlemen races right here. I don't think we'll have any sort of mucking around here at all. I think we've got one guy with the clutch pedal being Captain Cole. We've got Frankie on the bump-in buttons, the automatic behind the Titan 2J. This will be a nice, clean race, you would hope. And for all the marbles here in Factory Extreme today, been a fantastic day, folks. Fantastic weekend. Fantastic 5 days for those that were here from Wednesday. All those people watching, thousands of people that were watching and enjoying the stream wherever you are around the world. It's so good that you're able to join us. And don't forget, October 5th, we'll be at Dragway at the Bend in South Australia to really send off Jambo 2024 with a bang. And I can bet you some of these cars will be definitely going down. Where do you put it, Mark? Where do you put it? I don't know. I love both guys. I'm rooting for the 4-bang. I'm rooting for the underdog. He's been a little bit quicker the last round or two. So let's just see how it all finishes here in Factory Extreme final. Gentlemen. He nails the captain to the Christmas tree. Frank Tarabay, 596, 617. What a pass What a pass, folks. What a run. 9.77 in the 60 foot for Tarabay. Half track 394, 189 mile an hour, 596 for the quarter, 246 mile an hour. Cole Wilshire 102 to the 60, half track 407, 185. Hey, the four banger was only 4 mile an hour behind the 2J at half track, 6.17 at 231 mile an hour for captain. Great bunch of time slips for the guys this weekend and a great clean drag race, but Colin will look at the GoPro out of this and see Mr. Tarabay out on the captain. Like, the man, he can race. We already said that before a million times. Both gentlemen, clean start, clean race. And yeah, Frankie just went 9.77 in the 60 all the way to the finish line, folks. That's the stuff that you deserve to see at the end of an event like this, because the quality doesn't drop off here at all. The cream rises to the top. One more to come. It is 481Xs both sides of the racetrack. One more trip to Bump City before we wrap it all up and do trophies tonight. Who takes it? Who takes Pro Mod tonight? It's going to be a turbo.
Will it be Paul Mary or will it be Stephen Smith?
Now remember, Paul didn't quite stage properly last run, so...
He got pushed into the water box as well.
Oh no, really?
Yes. So just keep an eye on Paul Mary.
Oh, they got that little noise about them, the 481Xs. They just got a little nice RPM sound to it. All right, so Paulie, 481X on board for the Nova as well.
Now, if they do have issues here, I think Paul does have issues. He might be just bringing the car into stage. Now, we did see Smith have issues staging this car over the weekend.
Yes.
So he has to be really careful bumping into stage.
All right, Paul's got the Nova fired up. No burnout here, so here's another little thing. We had a couple little ones sneak up wounded here, didn't we? Drama, just that little extra. What happens now in the next couple of inches of staging? You can almost taste it, Smithy. But right now he knows a cool head is needed.
It's all up to the drivers now. The crew have walked away. Pro Mod final.
There won't be much Bump City here then. I just thought they were both ready to go, but I don't think Paulie's going to bump the wounded soldier in. Here we go. All right, Pro Mod final. Oh, shit. Gonna send a look at that out the back door there. Smithy, get some, mate. Get some. 668, 234 mile an hour. And folks, what a way to finish it off here tonight. The Pro Mod final. The win there to Steve Smith. Runner up to Paul Mary. Obviously an issue there with the car. Not ready to perform in the final. Either the turnaround or something they found. Sometimes if you can get the thing running, at least get it to the line and front for the final. Folks, if you are heading home, be safe. Thank you very much for all of your attention throughout the weekend. Some of you have been here for the day, some of you have been here for many days, but I'm sure glad that you all came and had a good time. Be safe on the way home, look after each other, and life will go on, folks. Just remember, it's a big group that we're all in, and we have a pretty good time when we do it. Let's do it again soon. October 5th at Dragway at the Bend. Don't forget to lock some holidays in and come down